Okay, students, good morning. Today we are going to continue the unit chemical kinetics, right? In the last unit, we have discussed the last topic. We are having the law of mass action and the rate law. We have gone through it. Now, we will come to the another topic which is called the order of the reaction, and it is related with the rate law expression. Now, dependence of the rate of the reaction on the concentration term is expressed in term of the order of the reaction, right? And the order tell us that the rate of the reaction is going to depend upon the concentration term, uh, in which respect, or we can say how many times the rate of the reaction is going to get increased, right? So, or on which concentration term, right? Or how many concentration term the rate of the reaction is going to depend. So if we see the order of the reaction for it, the important thing is that the reaction is to be carried out. It should not be a theoretical on the paper. It has to be carried out experimentally, right? And from the experimental evidence only, we are going to find out the rate law expression, and then we will find out the order of the reaction. So what is going to be the order of the reaction? It is the sum of the power to which concentration terms are raised in rate law equation, right? In the rate law equation. Now let us take an example that here we have A plus small a, this is small b, giving up the product in this way. Now the rate of the reaction, which can be also written in the term of the reactant we are writing out right here, it will be equal to A raised to the power A. Now I'm writing a small p and it is B, that is small q. Now this P and Q are not going to relate with A and B always, right? They may or may not be equal to A and B. So what is going to the order of the reaction? So it will be N equals to P plus Q. So it will give us the order of the reaction, or we can say it will give us the concentration terms to which the rate of the reaction is going to depend, right? Now, after going to the order of the reaction, an order of a reaction, it can be a first order reaction, right? It can be a second order reaction, it can be a third order reaction, or it can be a fractional order reaction, or it can be a zero order reaction. So students, we have got here main types which we are going to study here is the first order reaction, second order, third order, and fractional and the zero order reaction. Now here these first order, second order, third, fractional, zero, they are indicating the dependence of the reaction rate on the concentration terms, right? For example, if it is zero order reaction, so it is going to be independent. The rate of the reaction is going to be independent of any of the concentration term of the reactants. Right. Some other factor can influence the rate of the reaction, but it will not be the reactant concentration which is going to affect. So it will be a zero order reaction. So when it is a first order reaction, that time it will be the only concentration term of a single reactant, right, which is going to affect the rate of the reaction. Now when it is second order, that time the rate of the reaction dependence will be on the concentration term by 2. That means the reactant can be either or the same one, right? Or it can be the two different one also, right students? So in the next, we are just going to first we will cover up the units of the rate constant. and then we are going rate constant, or which order, which the order is going to decide. This is the significance of the order of the reaction also, that it helps us to find out the unit of the rate constant, right? And after that we will discuss the examples of the types of the order of the reactions, right? So first let us find out the unit of the rate constants, which is going to depend upon the order of reaction. Now students, here the order, right, help order the reaction, helps to determine the unit of rate constant, small k, right? Now students, I'm asking about the unit for r, small r, that is the rate of reaction. What it is? It is mole per liter per second, or it can be per minute also, right? Now we are just going to find out the unit of k if n equals to, that is the order equals to 1. So if we have first order reaction that time, right? So here the, it is in this way, right? So here the rate of the reaction R is going to be in this way, right student? So here what is the unit of R? Is mole per liter per second. So it is mole per liter per second, right? This is the K, and what is the unit of A? It's a molar concentration. It is mole per liter. Now this mole per liter with this mole per liter is going to cancel out. And what is the unit of K, students? It is second inverse, or you can say that it is minute inverse or the time inverse, right? So in the same way, we are going to determine the unit of K when order of the reaction is 2, right? So here again I am writing this way. So experimentally from the rate law, we are getting that it is a second order reaction. So here you can see that it is 2 written here. That means the rate of the reaction is going to depend upon the twice or the concentration term of A, right? So here again we will have mole per liter per second. This is K, and this is what? A is mole per liter square, right students? So here what is going to the unit of K? It is mole per liter per second upon, it is mole square liter minus 2, right? So what it will be? It will be K equals to mole, it will go up, it will become minus 1. This will be liter 1, and this is second inverse, right? This is mole inverse, liter, second inverse. This is going to be the unit of K for n equals to 2, right? Now I'm giving you, and similarly you can find out for the third, that is when n equals to 0, right? In this case, the rate of the reaction will be independent of the term of the concentration term. So we can put here 0 here because it's getting independent of it. So in that case, it is not going to get cancelled up. K into 1. So it will be, K value will be mole per liter per second. Right students? So unit of K, when the order of the reaction is 0, R equals to K, K naught. This is student, again I am telling rate law expression, mole per liter per second, K into 1. So K will be mole per liter per second. Now I am giving you a general formula to find out the uh, unit of rate constant, right? So the formula is here. So we will write unit of K will be equal to mole, right? 1 minus n, liter n minus 1, and this is second inverse. This is mole 1 minus 1, liter n minus 1, second inverse. So if we have to find out the unit of K for the second order, what it will be? It will be mole 1 minus 2, liter 2 minus 1, second minus 1. So mole 1 minus 2, how much, student? It is mole inverse. Liter 2 minus 1 means 1 and second inverse. So just by using this formula, you can find out the unit of K when the order of the reaction is given to you. So students, just get the things noted down.